Sometimes the quietest moments leave the loudest echoes. And tonight, before this video begins, I want you to do something simple. Look at your cat. Not with your eyes, but with your heart. Notice the small movements, the slow blink, the curl of their paw, the gentle rise of their chest. Because one day, without warning, those little movements may stop. Cats don't announce their pain. They don't warn us with dramatic cries or visible fear. They whisper it in the softest ways, in changes so delicate that they pass as ordinary life, until suddenly they become the last message. What if your cat tried to say goodbye, and you didn't understand? Not because you were distracted, not because you didn't care, but because loving a cat means learning to listen to the unspoken. Tonight, let's learn together. 1. The eyes that soften into silence. You've seen your cat's eyes so many times, wide with curiosity, narrowed with mischief, glowing like tiny embers in low light. But near the end, something changes quietly. Their eyes may hold longer, staring at you with stillness, not seeking attention, not asking for food, just watching, as if storing your face inside their memory. Other times, they avoid your gaze entirely, not out of distance, but preservation, as if the weight of that connection is too heavy now. It isn't their sight fading, it's their energy, their ability to hold the world as they once did. They are saying without words, "I'm tired, I want to remember you." 2. The disappearing act that looks like normal cat behavior. Cats hide. We know this. Behind cushions, beneath beds, under blankets. But when a cat approaches death, hiding becomes a mission. They seek retreat not to escape you, but to save you from witnessing their final weakness. In the wild, the fading leave quietly. Dignity over vulnerability. Domestic walls cannot erase that ancient instinct. So your cat might slip into corners they've never cared for before. The back of a closet, under the bathroom sink, or behind an appliance pressed against cold metal for quiet. They aren't leaving you. They're protecting you. 3. The purr that no longer means peace. We've always believed purring to be the sound of happiness, a soft motor of comfort. But near the end, it can become something else. Some cats purr when they're scared, when they're hurting, when their body aches in ways we cannot see. The purr becomes thin, fragile, like a whisper wrapped around pain. You'll notice it when they lie still in strange positions, eyes distant, breath slow. You hear the purr and think they must be okay, but sometimes it's the opposite. It's their final effort to calm themselves when nothing else will. A lullaby played softly as the light dims. 4. The clinginess that feels like love, but carries a different truth. Imagine the cat who always kept to themselves suddenly following you everywhere, curling on your chest, pressing gently against your side, holding your hand with a paw as if anchoring themselves. It feels like new affection, but sometimes it is fear. Their inner world is shifting, their strength fading, and you become the one familiar thing that still makes sense. So they hold you tighter, not because they're drawing closer, but because they're learning how to let go. 5. The distance you think means rejection. On the other end of the spectrum lies withdrawal. The cat who once slept near you now stays far away, no longer curling in their favorite spot, no longer coming when called. It feels personal, like something snapped between you. But it isn't rejection, it's resignation. Their body feels strange. Their instincts tell them to separate, to soften the burden, to prepare you. They love you deeply. Their distance is not absence, it's an act of care. 6. The fading of grooming and the slow unraveling of pride. A healthy cat is a meticulous cat. Every hair in place, coat soft, smooth, shining like a polished stone. So when grooming stops, something else begins. First, a dullness, then tangled tufts, small mats where none ever existed. It's not laziness, it's exhaustion. The body that once bent gracefully now struggles to lift a paw. The tongue that once glided across fur now rests heavily. A cat who stops grooming has stopped believing they will get better. 7. The sleeping places that make no sense. A cat always seeks comfort, warmth, a window bathed in sun, a blanket where you've just been sitting. But near the end, warmth can feel overwhelming. They will lie on cold tiles, retreat beneath furniture, escape to places with quiet air and no light. They follow an ancient rhythm, the ring of instinct that says, find somewhere still, find somewhere alone. It isn't rejection, just nature whispering its final command. 8. The food games that break your heart. You offer their favorite treat. They sniff, then lower their head. You try another brand, then a softer one, then something warmed. They take a bite, hope rises. The next day, nothing. You begin a cycle of hope and heartbreak. It's not pickiness, it's preparation. When the body prepares to fade, hunger is the first to go. And sometimes, they eat for you. To ease your worry, to gift you a moment where life still moves forward. Cats love quietly, especially through the decline. 9. The surprising burst of youth, the one last gift. This moment feels like a miracle. After days of silence, your cat walks up, slow but intentional, climbs into your lap like they used to, rests their head against your chest, they purr, they breathe, they feel warm. You think they're better, you think healing has begun, but sometimes that moment is not recovery. It's a goodbye, a last gesture of love, given with the remnants of their strength. You won't recognize it then, but later, it becomes the memory you hold in both hands. 10. The quiet tears, the ones you don't see. Your cat doesn't cry with sound, but their eyes may water, not from sadness, from slow system decline, from changes inside the body that no longer function the same. Sometimes there's a glisten in the corner of the eye, a soft line of moisture along the fur. You wipe it gently, thinking it's just dust. But it might be something deeper, tears that don't fall from emotion, but from surrender. 11. The unexpected stiffness in movement. They went from fluid steps to cautious ones, from graceful leaps to hesitant climbs. Their joints protest each movement, their body slows. They may stop jumping on favorite sofas. They may walk with a slow sway, not limping, just weighed down by fatigue. It is the slowing of a heart that has run its course. 12. The breathing that sounds different. You hear it late at night, a slow inhale, a longer exhale, sometimes shallow, sometimes forced. You open your eyes and look at them. They look back. They never make it dramatic. They simply color the air differently, like someone exhaling memories. 13. The change in scent. Cats have a natural scent, familiar, soft, comforting. But near the end, you may notice something different, a faint sweetness, a musk, a shift that is hard to define but impossible to ignore. It is the body beginning to close its chapters. 14. The way they stop reacting to the world. No more rush to the sound of a rustling bag, no ears perking at birds by the window, no head turning at the sound of your keys. They observe life without engaging, as if slowly stepping back from the stage. 15. The long periods of stillness. They lie in one spot for hours, not in peaceful rest, but in quiet survival. Motion requires energy, and theirs is almost gone. Stillness becomes their safe place, a way to extend time just a little longer. 16. The coolness in their fur. You touch them, and their body feels cooler than usual. Their warmth, the kind you always found comforting, begins to fade. Not drastically, just enough for your heart to notice. A slow retreat from the world. 17. The sound of their silence. Cats are masters of being unseen, of hiding pain behind softness. But near the end, the silence changes tone. It feels heavier. It sits in the room with you. It doesn't ask for anything. It simply lingers. 18. The softest goodbyes come without movement. Sometimes they can no longer walk to you, so they wait until you walk to them. They may not step forward, but they might tilt their head, might blink slowly. That blink is their "I love you," their "thank you," their "I know." 19. The memory they gift you before leaving. Many pet parents recall one final loving gesture. Not always physical, sometimes just a look, a long one, a quiet breath taken in your arms. It's the way their heart chooses to be remembered. If you haven't had it yet, cherish every moment. If you have, keep it safe. That was their goodbye. 20. The gut feeling you've been trying to silence. This is the most important sign. And it doesn't come from them. It comes from you. A subtle knowing that something is not right. A whisper nestled beneath denial. You know your cat better than anyone. And sometimes, love recognizes the truth before the mind accepts it. That feeling, it's not fear. It's connection. It is your heart saying, "I see you, I will stay with you, even to the end." If this touched your heart, let it matter. Write your cat's name in the comments. Whether they are with you right now, asleep in a corner, or watching from somewhere you can't see, let their name be spoken. Let their story be remembered. Because cats don't cry, they whisper. And this video is for every person willing to listen. If you believe every cat deserves to be understood, to be honored, to be loved even in silence, like, subscribe, and stay. There are more stories to gently unravel, more truths hidden beneath whiskers and quiet paws. For the love that lives quietly, and the goodbyes that arrive softly. Thank you for listening.